Hey there, bakers. I'm Kim from This Old Baker, and today we're going to dive into one of those small but mighty details in baking that might make a huge difference in your final results. That's a wash. Specifically, I'm talking about egg wash versus milk wash. So what's the difference and when should you use each one? Now, if you've ever followed a recipe for bread or pastries or pies, you've probably seen instructions to brush the dough with something before popping it into the oven. But not all washes give you the same effect, so choosing the right one depends on the look, the texture, and even the taste you want in your final baking. So let's start with the egg wash. Egg wash is the most common, typically made by beating an egg, mixing it with a little water or milk. But why do we do this? Well, the proteins in egg promote browning, while the fat in the yolk gives you that rich golden color and shine. So if you want a deep golden brown color and a glossy professional finish, you think about croissants, pie crusts, or that fancy braided bread. An egg wash is your best bet. It creates that bakery style sheen that makes pastries look super tempting. Now you know what I'm talking about. Now here's a pro tip though. If you want to get ultra shiny, just use the yolk, mix it with a little bit of cream. And if you want that really light golden color, use only the egg white with water. The combination of the whole egg gives you the best of both worlds. You get golden color with some shine. So let's talk about milk wash though. A milk wash, on the other hand, gives you a completely different effect. Because milk contains natural sugars and proteins, it's going to help with browning, but it won't give you that glossy shine like an egg wash. Sorry. Instead, it's going to give you a softer, more matte finish. It's perfect for things like biscuits, for dinner rolls, and scones, where you want that gentle golden color, but you want that tender crust. So here's a neat trick. Different types of milk can cause different effects. Whole milk's going to give you more browning than skim milk because higher fat content. But if you want a richer color, but you want a super soft crust, try heavy cream instead. So beyond egg washes and milk washes, there's a couple more options out there if you want to get super creative, depending on the texture and color you want. You could do a butter wash. Melted butter onto bread and rolls partway through baking will give you a deep golden brown color. And it will give you a more crispy finish. A sugar water wash. That's great for giving a little shine to sweetbreads without using eggs. Or you can do an oil wash. And that's for a soft, chewy crust where you put olive oil, like on focaccia or rustic breads, is where you would use that at. So, the next time you're baking, think about what kind of finish you want. If you're after that bakery style shine, egg wash. If you want that soft, subtle golden hue, milk wash is the way to go. Now, don't be afraid to experiment. Sometimes the best results come from a little trial and error. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, happy baking.